What up, everybody? Welcome back to Lifted Noise. My name's Raul. If you haven't been to the channel, what I usually do here is MPC live tutorials, beat making videos, and samples. I do share those every once in a while. Today I want to focus on two pieces of gear. My MPC live, of course. Like I said, I've been doing videos on this for the longest time, and recently I've acquired an SP-404A. So today I want to talk about one way that these two machines work well together. Using the 404A as an effects processor, making use of the assignable outs on the MPC live in order to kind of like streamline the audio signal through it into the 404 and then back into the MPC live. So this should be a real quick video. The first thing I want to look at is the physical connections between both the SP-404 and the MPC live. So what we have here is, of course, if you can imagine or just look at your MPC. Well, let's just move it a little bit. So this is my input, right? So the input is what I use to sample in, and I have that connected from the output of the 404. That's the red and gray there. So that's going to the input of the MPC live. And then what I want to look at as my outputs. So I have my master outputs, which I'm not going to be using in this case. I am using outputs 3 and 4. So you have two sets of individual assignable outputs other than the stereo left and right, which is like your main outs. So we have 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. For this, I'm just using 3 and 4. 3 is being utilized as left, as you can see, and then 4 is my right. So it's a stereo pair when used that way. With other MPCs I've had in the past, I believe with this one, but I haven't tried it, you can assign those individually and have mono signals. But for now, outputs 3 and 4 are being sent in to the 404. And so the signal comes back out and then goes in to the MPC live. So the next thing I would be looking at is going into sampler mode. And you want to make sure that your monitor is active so that you can hear what's going through and coming back in. I already have mine active as I have my microphone coming through this so I can make this video. So I have here is a key group. So I'm just going to demonstrate using a key group. This is the key group going through the main outs at this moment. Okay. So what I want to do is go into my channel mixer, choose my key group right here. I have Concert Grand. And then I'm going to go to the outputs where right now, by default, is 1 and 2. Clicking that, double click on it. Then I'm going to select 3 and 4. Now going over to the 404, I need to make sure my source is coming through. See, as I click that, even my microphone is turned off because I have everything running through the 404 at the moment. So now this key group is going through output 3 and 4, and it's going through the SP-404A, and I can assign some of the effects to the input of the 404. So turning this on, you're actually going to hear my voice change because, like I said, the mic is going through it. This is one of my favorite effects, of course, the Lo-Fi vinyl sim. So I'll just be quiet and you can hear me play some keys here. Now going through some other effects, just a demonstration. If you have a 404, you know what it has. Now here's the reverb in the 404. Check. All right, just going back to the vinyl sim, I'm going to demonstrate in a second. I'm going to demonstrate how it's all already streamlined. So it's going out the live through the effects in the 4/4. It's back in. What you actually hear gets back in through the MPC live. So now I can go to the sampler, hit record, and then I'll have a sample with the effects through the 4/4. So there it is. I have a sample with my effects from my 404. So yeah, that's it. Pretty straightforward, just a quick video. Hopefully it was clear to some of you, all of you, on how to make these two things speak to each other with a simple connection, 2 cables, using your assignable outputs. For those of you who have a 404, some of you may be considering a 404 and why you might want to use it with an MPC Live. There are links in the description for all the gear that I use. These links are affiliate links, so I'm trying to make this a reality, something that I can do on a day-to-day basis. And if you do decide to make a purchase using those links, it does help out my channel, and it's no extra cost to you. I just get a small percentage of your purchase at the same normal price it would be anywhere else. And I use sounds.com, which is a great service because they do offer pay-as-you-play, which allows you to purchase items for a small payment, and without interest, you can just pay on it month to month. And that's what I do with pretty much all my gear. So yeah, thank y'all for joining me once again. I appreciate y'all. This is Lifted Noise. My name's Raul. Until next time, stay humble, lift noise. God bless.